Thank you. El documentalista. The most powerful witch in the world. Akila Puiye is known in the Congo for being one of the many witches in this country. However, more than being known, she is actually the most feared woman. And in Africa, the cradle of witchcraft, these kinds of things are taken very seriously. So much so that Africans, including the governments, take it for granted that witchcraft and dark practices are a reality. Well, Akila Puiye, according to the witches and wizards of Congo, is the most powerful witch in the world. Such is the myth, legend, story, or aura that surrounds this woman. That has led her to hold the undisputed title of the most powerful witch in the world. Her feats are recounted as real events by crowds, which instill fear among the inhabitants of almost every corner of the Congo. It is said that she is able to blend in with nature and listen to conversations anywhere. She can hide from those who are looking for her. She can even stay that way for days. Some say she is like a spirit. Others, however, believe that her powers reach places no one has ever managed to go, and that her pact with the ancient spirits protects this woman from any curse or perjury that anyone might try to cast upon her. She is able to transform into animals, like a kind of narwhal, and there are stories that associate her with an eagle. It is believed that she flies transformed into this bird to visit villages or towns in search of children whom she later takes with her during the night. Or, even worse, it is the children's own parents who, dishonored by some deformity or mischief of the little one, decide to offer them as a tribute to the ancient spirits. And it is here that the Puiye takes them away. The origins of this mysterious woman are uncertain, but it is known that she has existed in the Congo since ancient times. In fact, there is documentation dating back to when the Roman Empire explored the African coasts, where she is described as a hunter of souls, a kind of ghost that comes at night to the soldiers' camps and forts to steal their souls with a sigh. That's why she is perhaps known as a spirit and not as a normal person. However, there is a legend that says she was a slave woman from some tribe in Africa who managed to escape along with her husband and children. But during the journey, things did not go so well, because despite everything, the chief of that tribe ordered them to be chased until they were killed. In an attempt to save the family, the husband makes a sacrifice and throws himself off a cliff along with those who were chasing them. Akila took his children, one in each arm, and swore to kill the entire tribe and their descendants. Just when it seemed like everything was over, more men appeared, ready to kill them and claim a reward that the chief of the tribe had placed on their heads. Then, knowing that human greed and evil would never leave her in peace, Akila, with her two children, one in each hand, looked them straight in the eyes. And from her voice came words that made no sense to those men, but so terrifying and full of hatred. And those bounty hunters were left speechless at that event where Akila held her children. And after her husband, she also threw herself into the void with her two children, one in each arm, until she disappeared into the abyss. Many say that she did not die, and that those words were a kind of ancient spell to gain immortality. That when she threw herself into the void, she turned into an eagle. And that she held on to her children so tightly that each of her wings is each one of her children. The story is fascinating, although it is still just that, a story. But in Africa, and even more so in the Congo, these stories are so real to people. That Akila, the most powerful witch in the world, is feared and respected by all who practice the dark, cursed, and divinatory arts. In this country, I am the documentalist, and this was Akila Puiye, the most powerful witch in the world. Special greetings to Unusual Horror Stories, Lalo Donaldo Erazo F, Macero Ramírez, Enrique Cortés, Agar Branger, Ángel Bazán, Manuel Alejandro Castañeda, Arturo Witwiki, CH Anticristo, and Chucky Hardy, Pandeta Ali, Rivera, Armando, Fernandroid Barajas, José Alberto Loya, Santiago, Iván Black. A very special greeting to Marina Rodriguez. From Mexico to Argentina. Exboy Rapper 502. Tobias Goncebate, César Feria, Omar Hernández, Martínez, César, David Márquez Trujillo, Chad Barbon, Survival Craft Games, Pablo Acosta Vidal, Antonio Galvez, David Calzada. Cyber 5.0, White Wolf, Green Lemon, Carlos Antonio Manjares, and Anakin Skywalker 2015. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share the videos. Thank you. And until next time,